stage of your career, maybe more calm, sort of introspective, George Karl is better for DeMarcus Cousins? I mean, you think you might be a better coach now than you would have been 15 years ago for DeMarcus?
I would try to say yeah. Try to say yes to that. I mean, I don't know if my ego's under control, but I mean, if you read Twitter sometimes, they think I'm an egomaniac. Most Twitter has been nice to me, but some guys, some guys, but like I laugh a lot because so many of the stories about George Karl is what he was 20 years ago. And they bring up the Chris Mullin situation, and this, basically, I'm kind of proud that I made it 7 years in Seattle, 6 years in Milwaukee, and 9 years in Denver. There's a stability that doesn't exist very much, and I think stability comes from the coach kind of being at least sane, So I think I love working with organizations. I don't think you can win a championship in this league unless you have a unified organization as much as you have a unified basketball team. And I think with Pete, Mike, Vivek, I think we have a chance to be not only unified but a very, very trusting organization with each other.
You said stability. 5 coaches in 5 years for DeMarcus, 7 coaches in 7 years for Jason Thompson. How much do they need someone to be here long term?
Well, what are you, a radio guy or a TV guy? Because you're the one that gets us fired most of the time. I'm trying to figure out. I think stability is incredibly valuable in sport. And you study the franchises that have believed in stability and see their success. And then you study the franchises that have tried this other system and their failure. Stability works. And, Pittsburgh Steelers, St. Louis Cardinals, San Antonio Spurs. I mean, Salt Lake City was Jerry Sloan. I mean, stability is an extremely valuable thing in coaching basketball teams. But what happens is when you're in one place for one time, there's a percent of, I call the posse, that doesn't like you. And that posse never gets smaller. It always gets a little bigger. The first 2 years, it's 20%. 5 years, it's 35%. It never shrinks. The posse of the bad and the posse of the good. And I understood I was pushing my limit in Denver. But what the organization didn't understand is the connection that team had was very, very important because we liked each other. We trusted each other. We worked hard together with each other. And the gym was a fun place to be, and we weren't afraid. And so they threw that out thinking another coach is going to come in and be able to plug it right in. And I told Josh when he fired me, I said, Josh, that's not true. It's not true. And getting rid of me made sense in Denver. I understand how you could write. Getting rid of me, you've been there too long, I was worn out, I understand. But not getting rid of what was in that gym.